Hi everyone, I'm Lulu. In the last video, I took you on a tour of the eighth wonder of the world, the Terracotta Army of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. In this video, I will be sharing tips on how to get there and some travel advice. If you are like me and prefer traveling independently rather than with a tour group, this guide is for you. First, let's talk about the location. The Terracotta Army is in Lintong District, Xi'an, Shanxi Province, about an hour's drive from downtown Xi'an. Most visitors start in Xi'an city before heading to the set, and that's what we did too. Xi'an has several metro lines, so wherever you are staying, you can easily reach Line 9. Line 9 runs between two terminal stations, Fangzhicheng and Qinlingxi. You will want to take the train heading towards Qinlingxi, but get off at Huaqingchi Station, 3 stops before the Qinlingxi. At Huaqingchi Station, follow signs to exit C. After exiting the metro, you will see the bus stop right by the station. Here you can catch the official Lintong 613 bus. The fare is 5 yuan per person, payable by Alipay, WeChat, or cash, and you can buy the ticket directly at the bus stop. The bus ride takes about 15 minutes, and there's usually a guide on board who gives a brief introduction to the Terracotta Army. Once you arrive, follow the guide across the street to the visitor center near the entrance, where you will be free to explore on your own. Since we are here, let me give you some important directions. First, you will see a prominent statue of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, which is a helpful landmark. To the right of the statue is the entrance to the Terracotta Army, where we will start our visit. On the left side of the statue is the exit, which is where we will finish our tour. Directly in front of the statue is a parking lot for the shuttle buses to Lishan Garden. After visiting the Terracotta Army, if you'd like to visit Lishan Garden, you can queue here for the free shuttle. Now let me walk you through how to book tickets on the official website. First, search for Qin Shi Huang Mausoleum Museum on Google. Once you find the official website, click to enter. This is the official website for the Terracotta Army. And you will find lots of visitor information here which you can explore on your own. To buy tickets, click on Tickets, and it will take you to the booking page. First, let's check the opening hours. Depending on whether it's peak or off-season, the museum's hours can vary, so make sure to check this. Scroll down and you will see the ticket information. If you are a regular adult, you can just choose the standard ticket. If you are traveling with kids or have other special needs, check below to see if there's a ticket type that suits you. Let's use the adult ticket as an example. After clicking, you will see a calendar where you can choose your visit date. I will select a random date for now, and then it shows available time slots for you to choose from. Once you have selected your time, the page will display booking information. There are a lot of important details here, so I recommend reading through them carefully when booking. One thing I want to emphasize is that the museum ticket includes access to both the Terracotta Army and the Lishan Garden. I will notice that some people, even some Chinese tourists, miss this and only visit one site. So please keep that in mind. Since it can get busy, especially on holidays, it's best to book at least 10 days in advance. Once you have reviewed everything, click Next, fill in your passport, phone number, email, and other details, and then proceed with payment. After getting all the basic info, we can head to the entrance of the Terracotta Army. Since the area is quite large, if you can't find the entrance, look for a curved stone sign that says Emperor Qin Shi Huang's Mausoleum Set Museum. The entrance is just behind and to the right of the sign. You will need to go through 2 ticket checks at the museum. Use your booking ID like a passport or ID card for the checks. After the first ticket check, it's about a 10-minute walk to the second one. If you don't want to walk, you can take the shuttle for 5 yuan, and it only takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Follow the crowd to the second ticket check, and after that, you can put your ID away. Once through the second check, you will arrive at the entrance to Pit 1. There are 3 pits open for viewing, located in halls 1, 2, and 3. The recommended order is to visit Hall 1 first, then Hall 3, and finally Hall 2 to avoid unnecessary backtracking. After touring all 3 halls, you will reach the exit. Outside the exit, there's a food street where you can grab a meal, but be cautious when shopping as prices can be high. When we reached the exit, it was already past 2 p.m. and we were pretty hungry, so we had something to eat. The prices and the taste were decent. After eating, follow the path back to the parking lot, and you will see the statue of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, which means you will return to the entrance. If you are not planning to visit Lishan Garden, you can head back to the city the same way you came. If you do want to visit Lishan Garden, I recommend queuing for the shuttle bus at the parking lot right in front of the statue. The shuttle is free, but if it's busy, you might need to wait for a while. I waited about half an hour. If you don't want to wait, you can take a taxi to Lishan Garden. Lishan Garden is home to the mausoleum of Emperor Qin Shi Huang and the famous bronze chariots and horses. The garden is quite large, and walking around takes about 4 hours. If you are short on time, I recommend taking the shuttle bus, which is also the choice of most visitors. You can purchase the shuttle ticket at the ticket office on the right after entering Lishan Garden. It costs 15 yuan per person, and make sure to keep your ticket, as you will need it later. The shuttle bus circles the garden and makes 3 stops. The first stop is at Pit 9901, where you can see the burial pits and some excavated artifacts. After the visit, exit through the back of the exhibition hall and queue for the shuttle to the next stop. The second stop is the Bronze Chariots and Horses Museum, which is a highlight of Lishan Garden and definitely worth a visit. After touring the museum, you can take the shuttle to the next stop, Qin Shi Huang's Mausoleum. Since the mausoleum hasn't been excavated yet, you can only view the small hill from a distance. Many visitors choose to skip this stop and head directly to the exit. If no one requests to get off, the driver might not stop. So if you want to get off here, make sure to tell the driver when you board to ensure he stops at the mausoleum. Keep in mind that the shuttle only drops passengers off at this stop and doesn't pick anyone up. So after visiting the mausoleum, you will need to walk to the Lishan Garden exit. Luckily, the exit is only about a 15-minute walk away. Okay, that's all for today's tips. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Bye!